Stop what you're doing, K-drama fans, because what we're about to dive into is something straight out of a love fantasy. If you like Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin, get ready for some delicious, heart-fluttering information that will make you swoon. Our purpose is to analyze the amazing drama that has been occurring behind the scenes. These two are clearly connected, as evidenced by their nuanced body language and off-screen connection, which may match their on-screen personas. But is this chemistry or the beginning of a real love story? Pay close attention to the because you might be convinced by the conclusion that this K-drama couple is more than just a story device. We've all seen the energy that makes K-drama fans unforgettable, but what happens when it overflows off-screen? For Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin, it's magic, not just acting. From their initial meetings at work to those quick looks that have fans wondering whether they are more than just co-stars, their relationship has taken a different route than anybody could have predicted. The most intriguing aspect of their connection is how effortless it all seems. These two have been kindling something every time they're together, and it goes beyond simple acting. But first, let's talk about the behind-the-scenes film that sparked the fans' interest. This was not your typical shot of, let's make a funny blooper reel. No. This video captured something a bit more personal. In the footage, fans could see Yoo Yeon-seok progressively approaching Chae Soo-bin. It started with a tiny lean, a slight change in his body. Then it went ahead. Before anyone could tell, he and her were sitting shoulder to shoulder. This was no accident. His approach was deliberate, not merely happenance. Chae Soo-bin turned to him as if in reply, and she smiled with the type of warmth that made everyone's heart sing. This motion was a quiet confession rather than just a casual one. Which aspect is the best? However, it didn't stop there. This was not a singular occurrence. Yoo Yeon-seok did more than just lean forward and then take a step back. No, his eyes were still on Chae Soo-bin, full of admiration, respect, and something else entirely. Immediately, fans were fascinated. It reminded me of seeing a slow-burning romance unfold live. Social media was inundated with comments such as, "He's already hers," and "Did anyone else feel that?" It was almost possible to hear the collective gasps of fans as they realized the delicate tenderness they had been dreaming about. But it wasn't simply the video that made fans uncomfortable. Oh no, there was more. In another video, Yoo Yeon-seok was seen carelessly patching Chae Soo-bin's dress. There was no drama. No ostentatious demonstrations were present. It was straightforward, considerate, and nice. Some admirers even called it the hand of love, emphasizing how effortlessly he took care of her at that very moment. There was nothing set in stone. It wasn't merely an actor acting out a scene. It was a man exhibiting a level of tenderness that was as natural as breathing. Fans said there was more going on here than just friendly co-stars helping each other out. But wait, there's still more. During an interview, Chae Soo-bin was asked about her preferred kind. She whispered, "I already know who he is," as she turned to look at Yoo Yeon-seok with sparkling eyes. It was quiet in the room. Fans flocked to the comment sections, unable to contain their joy. Without pausing, Yeon-seok smiled shyly. It wasn't just a casual comment, it was a subconscious statement. At that moment, they appeared to be realizing something deeper than professional respect. Then came the moment that caused great distress to all. She was referred to in public by Yoo Yeon-seok as my Soo-bin, or my wife. You read properly, yes. In real life, not on screen or in character. He casually, almost possessively, referred to her as his. These scenes, these quiet, unplanned exchanges, did more than pique the imaginations of fans. Fans weren't the only ones who witnessed the enchantment between these two. One of the most intriguing pieces of the puzzle was when fans noticed that both of them had posted travel photos that seemed to have been shot in the same locations, only a few days apart. The angles were in alignment. The darkness seemed too uniform. One particularly striking picture also showed a very familiar face in the background. Could it be that they were on the same trip? Fans pointed out that they both wore the same obscure French designer purse. Was that an accident? Maybe. The jewels came next. A sleek silver bracelet that was first seen on Chae Soo-bin during a photo shoot was oddly placed on Yoo Yeon-seok's wrist. Advocates were convinced. This was not just a fashion choice, it was a secret that both of them shared. And then there was the Busan restaurant story. According to an anonymous diner, Chae Soo-bin was spotted dining with an old woman at a family-run restaurant. The twist? The restaurant is reportedly owned by Yoo Yeon-seok's family. People are curious about that particular aspect. Or, could it be because they were hanging out of the public eye? What about the well-known photo that supporters claim shows Yoo Yeon-seok carrying what looks to be a marriage license? Of course, it might have been a prop, a grocery list, or anything else. But the way he held his humble smile? To put it mildly, it did little to quell the rumors. Fans are now scrutinizing every look, every moment, and every shared accessory, as though they are witnessing the beginning of a real-life romance. Rumors about their potential wedding have even taken over social media, with hashtags like Yeonbin wedding, Soobin's person, and Groom Yeon-seok trending anytime they are seen. Together. The idea of these two together has clearly won over fans. But it's not just a fantasy. Looking at Chae Soo-bin, Yoo Yeon-seok sees more than just co-star chemistry. It involves admiration, affection, and possibly even love. What will become of them? Are they truly a couple, or is this just a string of coincidences? We can't be certain, but there's no doubting that these two have a loyal fan base. Whether they are genuinely in love or are just making fun of us with their on-screen chemistry, we can't help but want more. As this story unfolds, we'll be here, watching every moment, interpreting every word, and waiting for them to eventually reveal their connection to the world. If you think Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin are truly in love, or if this is just a K-drama ploy, please let us know in the comments section below. Let's talk about it.